Well, you won't think you'd be able to jump ship halfway through, would you?
It's still the same, nothing happens, does it? They change and nothing happens.
I think if you've got in as a local MP, that's what you should be, or you have the town get a re-election. Not just suddenly say, I'm no longer a Conservative, I'm Labour today.
Yeah, but he says he's done it because... Has he got a point?
He has, but, let's be honest, if Boris had have held his hands up at the beginning, instead of trying to fob round it, people would have been far more forgiving about it. But he's not. But who are you going to have instead of Boris? I can't see anybody else.
You feel like your vote's been wasted though?
Yep. I feel like going down and saying, right, I want to withdraw it.
You think there should be a by-election?
Yes, I definitely do. If he wants to become Labour and he wants to support Labour's policies, he should have a by-election and see what the people say.
Well, defection's one thing. I mean, I don't think that they would be necessarily annoyed at the reaction, because from what one hears, all the MPs have had millions of emails from constituents saying that it's terrible and he's got to go. So I don't think any Tory voter, even in Radcliffe or very south or whatever, would be surprised at that. I think it probably the first of many, I would have thought. Okay. Especially the newer MPs that were only in, I don't know if he got in the first time in the last election.
He did, yeah. He's
because a lot of the newer ones I think will do the similar thing. It doesn't, in terms of his defection, no, it doesn't surprise me at all. The question is, I mean, as much of the press that I've read this morning says, everyone thinks, right, he should go, but really he's got out of so many things that depending on what Sue Gray's report says, probably just do another Teflon and get out of this one,
He's ex-Tory.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Labour than a Tory, yeah, to be honest. But like you say, he weren't voted in as that, were he? But
no, do you think people, obviously...
It's still the same, nothing happens, does it? They change and nothing happens.
So it doesn't make any difference?
Years ago, you came here in the 50s, Bury used to come here shopping. Nobody comes now. The Ratcliffe Park, they spent $1 million on that, didn't they? Yeah. And it's rubbish. You go on a market day, there's no stalls or anything.
I probably wouldn't vote for either of them again anyway, Labour or Conservative. They're all as bad as each other. I mean, they all promise they're going to do things and none of it ever materialises, does it?
He says...
Well, you won't think you'd be able to jump ship halfway through, would you?
I think it should be by-election.
Well, yeah, you think so. Because it's not what was voted in, was it?
No.
Like I say, you shouldn't be able to jump ship partway through.
Do people talk...
Like I say, more people are heading towards voting for, trying to get the local independent parties in, because they've just had enough. Like I say, this has been Labour run for like a long time, and obviously Bury Council run it, and Radcliffe's just deteriorated for years. They've just left us. That's why we've got like Radcliffe first starting off, and I think they're doing quite well, and they've actually made an impact on the area, and they actually give a hoot about it.
You don't trust anything?
No. I was hard pushed vote last time. It was only my girlfriend that made me vote. So what's the point in having a vote and not use it? But like I say, they're all as bad as each other.
Right, yeah. I didn't know about this, to be honest. I didn't know that he'd done that. But others probably doing it as well.
Possibly. He's the first one, though,
getting
isn't
out of a sinking ship before it goes down. I just think Keir Starmer is he just slags the Conservative Party off, and he doesn't get on with the manifesto, which he should be doing if he wants to get in. And I just think, I know he's done a lot of things wrong, but he's done a lot. Boris has done a lot of things, we know that. But I think he's done a good job in other things, bringing the vaccinations in, and really we're in a good place for that. The economy seems to be, quite good.